Give it a try, Chris.
That's heaven.
Literally, sell my friends for this. This is so good.
My friend from India was like, wow, this is like, it's crazy. There's not one single non-British person in there.
He was getting worried about colonization.
Cancelled.
Welcome to another session with us, another podcast.
Desert Diaries with Dan.
And Chris.
Let's
That's
go.
Chris. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about food. Particularly, foods from our own country and the different foods we get in Dubai and things that we perhaps miss and all that kind of stuff.
Actually, one of my favorite topics, like
Food.
food in general. Yeah. never talked on a camera about it, but every day it's like, for example, in my company, funny story, like we not allowed to eat when we're on developer events.
Okay.
But I just fucking love food so much.
Yeah.
I like every single time.
But also, don't you get loads of food at developer events?
Yes, and that's the
what
whole
you can't
point
miss
of
it.
it.
Yeah.
And so whenever my colleagues are not around,
It's
I
just like
sneak off
stuff in
and
the face.
just eating some velvet cookies.
Nice. Actually, we went to gastronomy the other day, and gastronomy is a place on the Palm which is one of my favorite places because basically it's a buffet, but it's a really nice buffet.
It's
right?
so good. Like usually with buffet you have like loads of food, but done and prepared in like an average way. But there it's like top cuisine.
Yeah.
But as much as you want, like literally, I don't know. That's probably like 300 meters of buffet.
Do you know? I wish I ate more fish and things because I can see like they have lobsters and lobster thermidor and scallops and everything. I'm not really a big fishy person, but so I kind of miss that.
Not a fishy person.
But I kind of miss that. I wish it was better.
I had a lot of it because I'm a fishy person.
You are a fishy person. I just had the meat. I basically had a roast dinner like twice. So, but anyway, we wanted to talk about different things, different foods in different places, and things perhaps you miss.
But before we get into that, I think
This is exciting.
let's have some foods from our respective countries. And funnily enough, UK and Germany are known for having the best cuisine in the world.
We are known for our cuisine, the spices, the flavors.
Like, it's not like other countries that have a good economy or rich history. No, our countries are mainly there for like culinary experts from all around the world drop in just to like find some traditional British and German food.
And I will say that neither of us know what the other ones brought today. So we've each brought 3 things.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got 3 things. He's got 3 things. Who's going to go first? You go first.
Okay.
He's going to pull it out.
All right. let me whip it out.
Chris is going to whip it out. It's going to be a sausage, isn't it?
No, that's haram over here. I was actually looking for like if there's any like pork sausage or whatever. But
Yeah.
no, they
Okay.
didn't have any. But okay, so what I prepared since this
You
is
prepared?
like, huh?
You made it.
Yeah, I was like standing in the kitchen for
You
the last
made it.
2 hours. Yeah.
Seriously?
No man.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
kidding.
I did not make it.
you, I could see the guilt trip on
Yeah,
in your eyes.
yeah.
Like, no, this
Didn't
guy's
work.
prepared something. No, I just went to the supermarket and was desperately looking for German products because it's really
Perfect.
not something people want to import into another country. However, since it's like the evening, I found some stuff that after a long day on the construction site
Yeah.
and the jobs that we do kind of resemble like hard work. You would typically have like a typical like labor like snack or
Okay, a labourer's snack.
exactly.
That's
yeah.
what I'm going to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. First of all, I brought knäckebrot, which is like, if you translate it, it means something like bread that is like crispy. The good thing about it, you can keep it in your pocket for
Ever.
like,
I mean, anything that says fibre in big letters on the front, you know is not going to be that tasty, right?
you got it. Because so 2 people might eat it. The person who's like been carrying it in their pocket
Yeah.
for the last 5 days,
Yeah.
or some 50-year-old woman who wants to lose a bit of weight and thinks if she just eats the full package here, it doesn't count as much as just having normal bread. Which is a misconception, but yeah.
Should we open it up?
Yeah.
Okay, can I open it?
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Honestly, international things are so amazing, like those international relations.
Yeah.
Because if you would film somebody unboxing a knäckebrot package in Germany,
Yeah.
that's probably the lamest video ever.
Okay, I want to give this a try.
Yeah.
It looks, it genuinely looks like dried cardboard. I've got a box
it will
outside.
taste
It looks
very similar.
It looks a bit like that.
But it has less fiber than the cardboard.
It tastes how it looks. Well, it's actually not that bad though. In fairness.
Yeah, it's authentic taste.
An authentic taste of Germany. Okay. Well, let's put that to one side.
The taste of this bread is like as dry as our humor.
Okay.
While in the background, actual food is being delivered.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're going to hold for 1 second. Okay. Now, for your culinary pleasure, I will present to you Twiglets. Now, Twiglets are the cornerstone to a British household. Okay. I actually wanted to get you Marmite, and we couldn't actually. Well, they had a massive tub on it. I thought I'm not going to get this massive tub. So, Twiglets. It is. I'm going to open this up for you. It is the most delicious flavour. Okay. It's an acquired taste. I'll just put a couple on here so you can kind of see. Oh, there you go. Right.
Looks very interesting.
Yep. Give it a try, Chris. Twiglets.
Wow. While this piece of cardboard that I brought at least didn't taste like anything.
Well, it looks like a stick's been shoved up my dog's bum, pulled out, and that is pretty much what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Mm.
Without ever having tried that, but well, it's a little bit like it's burnt.
Yeah.
Like a burnt stick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really how it tastes.
Mm.
But yeah.
So, I'm going to rate yours. I'm going to rate yours about a 7 out of 10.
In being
as in not that bad. I think that's pretty. I'd eat that every day. Like you said, with some cheese, bit of cheese, grape on top of it, maybe an apple. That's nice. What would you rate a Twiglet?
So, I guess you can transform it into a 5 out of 10 if you eat it with a nacho sauce. So you don't taste it.
So much flavour.
But I guess maybe it's something like you eat like a package of it, and then you get really into it, and like your taste buds kind of.
I mean, I could eat these. I love Twiglets.
I don't know what is it supposed to taste like? What does the package say?
There's no defined flavour on it. It just says distinctive flavour with taste and crunch. High in fibre. That's the secret word, but it's a bit shit.
Like overdosing on the fibre.
Alright, what else have you got for me? Let's have a look.
So, since we already had weird things.
Oh!
So this is a pickled gherkin.
I love pickled gherkins.
Is that a thing in the UK?
That's a massive thing in the UK.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought only the Germans eat it. And
No, we have
matter of
pickled
fact,
eggs.
the only one I found was the one with a big Germany flag on the side.
Does it say freshly dick?
Hmm?
What's it say there? Right at the front.
Freshly picked.
Okay, it's my eyes. I haven't got my glasses in.
There you go.
No, I love gherkins. It's great. No, in England, gherkins are really popular, and we also have pickled eggs.
Eggs.
Wow, that's got a strong flavour, hasn't it? That smell is.
Okay, it has been in the car with 50 degrees all day, so it has picked up some aroma, I guess.
That's a warm pickle.
Is it a good one?
It's really good. Oh.
So this is actually part of one of Germany's finest dishes, which is a so-called sausage salad. So the sausage salad only has sausage, cheese, and the gherkin inside. but not a single piece of actual salad.
That's not bad, Chris. Oh, someone else at the door? That'll be our meat feast arriving, by the way, Chris. Not bad. So far.
Actually, I didn't even know I missed this, but I will buy that again in the supermarket.
You can take that home with you. Look at that. You got it. Yeah. That's nice, guys. I've got to say, that's pretty good. I like pickles. Okay, Chris.
Bring it on.
Jaffa cakes. Jaffa cakes.
Ah, I know what.
Do you know what this is?
I love this.
Jaffa cakes. Now, I have actually opened this way. But let's get you a Jaffa cake out of here. I'll take the first one because I opened it the other
so
day.
good.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. It melted, obviously.
Oh, I love this.
Look at that. Jaffa cake.
That's heaven.
It's good, isn't it? I love a Jaffa cake.
I didn't even know that was from the UK. Whoever says anything bad about British food, take it back.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you can keep the triglets, but no, Jaffa cakes again, another cornerstone of anything. Growing up, almost any mate's house that you went to, they had Jaffa cakes there. Always. I love a Jaffa cake, and apparently they're not that bad for you. No. In fact, look, per Jaffa cake is only 40 calories.
But I would eat the full package.
Well, I mean, if you eat the whole packet, yeah.
Which makes it as much as like burger and fries.
So there we go. So what do you score that?
Yeah, that's like 9 out of 10.
That's a 9. And by the way, I think your gherkins are about 9 out of 10 as well. They're pretty. You can't go wrong with the gherkin. All right, but at the moment,
but this is like better than a gherkin, honestly.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
At the moment, Germany is in the lead.
Okay.
Okay, because I'm going to say that Twiglet was a bit of a fail, wasn't it?
So now, then, I'm going to make it over the finish line
Well,
with the next product.
I've saved the best to last, Chris.
A friend of mine the other day sent me a picture of this, and he was like, the Germans are onto something. So I brought that exact same thing. And see, this is like it's a chocolate pudding. However, this glibbery mass of like chocolate pudding, like when we were young, I remember you would have that at your grandma's house.
Yeah.
It's really unhealthy, and
it says high in protein.
Exactly, but then, like, you would only have that every now and then when your parents felt like today you really deserve it, but they didn't want to have obese kids.
Yeah.
So like maybe every 2 months or whatever.
Right.
Now this one has protein in it, barely any calories.
Yeah.
So I've been eating that shit in Germany for the last couple of years to lose weight, and I was all the time thinking like, how cool is that? I'm eating a product, but I got brought up. They told me, don't eat that because it's gonna make you fat. But now I'm eating it to lose weight and gain muscle.
Look at that. It's 80 calories. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. Can I have a bit?
Go ahead.
Should have bought a spoon really, but I got a fork. Hold on. This milk product has just been in the car as well for the last like.
I have a whatever you call it, an SP. That's what the Australians call it.
Oh, wow, that is dark, isn't it? Let's put some of that out. You know what? Okay, here we go. You're doing that because I'm going to have some of this. Okay, there we go. Let's give this a try.
Does that taste like diet food?
No, that tastes really good. And have some more. I mean, it's basically a chocolate pudding. It's really nice.
It is, yeah.
It's really nice. Yeah. But I'm going to say, it's not bad, but it's a chocolate pudding. I was hoping for something a bit more German.
Okay, I actually have one bonus product because I was like, you can't actually eat that dry bread without anything.
What have we got?
So that one's a tricky one because like politically it might be a little bit incorrect because you eat that bread with cheese, and I was like, is there any German cheese? And this one here, Emmentaler, is a cheese that's commonly served in Germany. However, it says in bold letters Austrian cheese.
Okay.
Now technically when it comes to like the history at some point and the culture even at the current point, those countries are very similar and sometimes involved in the same thing.
Yeah.
However, on the back it said produced in Germany. So
Wow. So it's just a packet of lies then, isn't it?
Huh?
Okay. All right, let's give it a try. I love cheese, by the way.
So it used to be Germany until 80 years ago.
Oh, now here we go. Let's give this a try. I'm gonna try it with the cracker. Oh, it's quite strong. Okay.
Right. Okay. Bring it on.
Hold on. All right. So, without question, I've won. England has won, and I'll show you why. Mr. Kipling's cherry bakewells. Okay, now this, growing up as a kid, I would literally sell my friends for this. This is so good. Again, I've opened them already. I only had one.
You just did like quality control.
It was. I just wanted to make sure that it was okay for you. So here you are, Chris. Dive in, grab a cherry bagel, just so everyone can see them. Look at that. Amazing.
All right. That's interesting.
Yeah, isn't it? Oh, I'm gonna have one. This is amazing stuff. So real cherry flavour. Mmm.
Damn.
That was good, right? Oh yeah.
This is so good.
No, these are not good for you by any means.
You mean because of the 2 centimeters of pure sugar on top?
That's the giveaway there, isn't it? The layers of sugar
that
wrapped in
icing
sugar.
is not made out of protein powder.
I mean, in
It's
fairness,
so good. Wow.
there's only 200 plus, only 200 or so calories in each one. That's all right. Good, huh?
It's so good.
I'm gonna rate your
Okay.
cheese like a 3. It's okay, but it's just
Yeah, I'll give this a 10. Go
Even a
on.
1.
Go on, Britain.
Anyone who's into food will be looking at this thinking, what the hell are they talking about? Strawberry bakewell. There it is.
Honestly, we should get a sponsorship from them. Just so, like, we don't need money, we just want them on a monthly basis.
Mr. Bakewell, if you're watching this, Mr. Kipling, sorry, please send.
Who's the person? Mr. Kipling or Bakewell?
It's a Bakewell tart, but the guy that makes it, well, the guy that makes it, the company that makes it, it's called Mr. Kipling. But they do a bunch of stuff.
Mr. Kipling is onto something, I tell you that.
Nation's favourite.
Any
that?
nations?
We're going to say England. I mean, yep. Carefully baked in the UK. Carefully baked by Premier Foods. I mean, that's just a perfect, isn't it?
Just making sure carefully that none of the sugar gets lost in the
Yeah.
process.
What is that? Frangipan. Do you know what? I've never even.
Frangipane sponge.
I've never heard of that.
No, me neither.
No, something I made up. Anyway, Mr. Kipling, please, if you're happy to endorse us, we're happy to eat it. So there we go.
What a random selection of food we have.
Good though. And now we've got a bunch of Arabic food turning up in a minute.
What a life.
Hey, what a life! Hey, what a life we lead, Chris.
So lavish, you know.
So, what foods do you miss?
So there's like, there's this one thing, it's called Leberkäse, and it's pretty much some sort of like a meatloaf in a way.
Okay.
And they slice it up and put it on like a roll or bun or whatever you call it in English. And this is so good.
Yeah.
That's like when you drive a truck and you gotta go for some breakfast.
Yeah.
That's what you eat. 2 or 3.
Okay.
Actually, when I started my job in IT,
Yeah.
for the first couple of months in Germany, if you want to be seen as somebody who's social and like a cool person to be around,
I think you told me about this.
yeah, I had this like every single day, 2 or 3 of them. because also I'm a hungry guy. I got so fat from that stuff. But honestly, hands down, every single time in Germany, that's the first thing I'm gonna go for.
Nice.
What about your British food?
Well, do you know, it's interesting though, because obviously there's a lot of British people living in Dubai, so there's a lot of English restaurants, but the most staple English thing that we all do is have a Sunday roast.
Yeah.
Have we taken you on a Sunday roast?
Yeah, we did go to...
Where did we go?
Like on the Palm.
Did we go to the Strand?
No,
maybe somewhere else.
Yeah, it might
be in the Strand.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're ever in Dubai and you want to go to a really good place on a Sunday for Sunday lunch, and you want to be surrounded by British people, the Strand, it is amazing. It's we literally go there probably once a month. It's a really good Sunday roast. All the trim.
It was amazing.
Yeah. So that's it. But actually, it's more of a social thing. So in England, it's you go to like a different pub every Sunday, and it will more be, like my sister will come along, my mates will come along, and you all sort of meet up at the pub after going for a long walk, something like that. And you know, particularly if it's cold outside or rainy, and you all get in there, you have a pint, have a Sunday. It's the best.
But
so it's very social.
You find those spots here in the UAE where it's like where this kind of British social get together on the weekend. Like for example, on Saturday, I had friends here from Germany and India, and we went in Arabian ranches to a place called Mason Matis, and this is pretty much the most British populated place you can find. Like my friend from India was like, "Wow, this is like it's crazy. There's not one single non-British person in there."
He was getting worried about colonization. Sorry, a slightly bad joke there. Shouldn't talk about that stuff.
Cancelled.
Anyway, yes, I've been there. I've been there. It's very nice. Yeah. But what about German places though?
There's one in DIFC in a 25-hour hotel.
Okay. 25-hour hotel. I haven't even heard of that.
It's called Ernst Biergarten, so it's like a beer garden.
Right.
And actually, the interior looks exactly like one of those like Bavarian like basement like drinking halls.
Okay.
So really it's really cool and authentic.
Yeah.
But the food is average, and you know, like they.
Oh, you think it's amazing!
They have this like German get together once a month, and it happens in this place. Now, since the Germans are all negative anyways, including myself, like it's always a big point of the discussion about how that food is bang average, but it's like 4 times the price of like the German version of it. Because here they sell something like, for example, that Leberkäse thing.
Yeah.
Like you would buy it for like €1.50 in the supermarket, and over here they sell it for the equivalent of like 15 euros.
Yeah.
So the Germans are always angry about the fact that it's so overpriced.
Yeah.
They angry about the fact they can't order in German because all of the stuff is not German.
Yeah.
And whenever you pronounce it in the most German way you do it just to prove a point, they don't understand.
Yeah.
So people are very upset about it. But actually, the food it is cool to go there. Like, we should definitely go.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. I want to try, and you know, one thing that I have not done, or we have not done, is go and eat out in some of the really different restaurants. I mean, we've been to some, like the one up in, we told this story? The one up in Adira. It was the Nepalese restaurant, but it wasn't the restaurant, it was a bit downstairs. We've talked about that, I'm sure. But
not on the podcast.
maybe we will one day. But you know, so we did that. But I want to try some really interesting places.
Yeah.
Stuff that is like totally random. Like there's a few restaurants in England again that I haven't been to that I want to go to. There's one that all the waiting staff, blind, and it's all blacked out.
Oh, this
So
is so
you
cool,
go. So it's a whole sensory deprivation sort of thing.
Now that you say that, I think I gifted this to my sister for her birthday a couple of years ago, but I don't think we ever actually went.
Ah, nice.
So if you're watching, Johanna, and you should be watching this,
Hopefully you're watching this.
I still owe you that.
No, but that'd be good. I'd like to do that. There's another place called the Fat Duck, which is super famous.
But this is in the UAE or in the
England.
UK?
This is in London. The Fat Duck is outside. It's in a small village called Bray. I think it's called Bray, and it's near where my sister lives. And so we've been past it a bunch of times. We're always like, oh, we must go eat there. And the chef is over here. I think he's got a restaurant over here as well. But it's again one of these things where no, not Gordon Ramsay, who's amazing as well. But no, this is where you'll get like this, and you'll think you're drinking water, and it will taste like, I don't know, strawberries. And it's like this, it's a mix between what you're seeing to actually what you're tasting. It shakes everything up. So it's quite exciting. Like you'll cut into what you think is a piece of ice cream and you'll put it in your mouth and it's hot. And it's supposed to be like mental.
That sounds really sick actually.
Yeah, it's really, and like there's a 6-month waiting list to get in there and it's incredibly expensive apparently.
Fat duck, you said.
The fat duck. When we go to England one day, the fat duck. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting the sign because we need to wrap this one up.
Because there's more food waiting
There's
for
more
us.
food, actual food.
We still have to finish all
Yeah.
of this. We'll definitely have another one for
And some more twiglets.
Let's go.
You're gonna have some?
No, you're
Who's
gonna
gonna
have
pass on this? Anyway, thank you for watching. As always, if ever you want us to talk about anything,
Let us know, yeah.
well, because we're totally running out of ideas, things to talk about. All right, thank you very much.
See you next time.